now I'm giving too much space to them. What's wrong now? Okay, 6:56. You can put it on, but you can't go off and look at them. That look crazy. Minutes. And what? Oh, can you grab my cranberry juice in the market? I mean, not in the market. Am I too close to you? That's gonna make me Can your mouse move? Like you can move it? Ugh. Right in my back corner. Filter is gone. Come in. Mm-hmm. 7 o'clock.
Hello.
Hi, guys. Welcome.
Thank you for joining us tonight for our second edition of
Being organic. Yes, I'm Weathers.
And I'm Fran, and we are happy to have you back with us tonight. We have some great topics again. For those of you who didn't catch the first show, it is up on our YouTube.
It's definitely up on YouTube. You guys want to search Being Organic, so everything is spelled the correct way. So Being Organic, a feel-good podcast. So it should be easiest to look up that way. So just find us on the YouTube. If you guys already know me and Fran, we are on Instagram, but you're definitely going to catch the video broadcast of last week. Or what, Fridays?
Last Monday.
Last Monday. Yeah, so you'll be able to catch that on YouTube. We are looking for you guys to like, comment, and subscribe. So hit that button. We want you also to turn on your notifications.
Yes, and for all of you who have subscribed thus far, thank you.
Yes, we appreciate that. Listen, I'm like, how are we going to get them to go where we tell them to go?
Thank you for logging on and coming along with us during this journey. We promise to bring you as much information and resources as we can.
Yes.
But we do encourage you to drop us a line in the comments. We didn't follow our comments too much last show, but we have them up. So tonight, drop comments, enter into that chat so that this can happen as an interactive podcast. We want to be engaged with you.
Yes.
And so we do encourage you to definitely speak to us while we are live. Okay. So we are live from the organic warehouse here in Pikesville, Maryland.
Woo-hoo!
Woo-hoo! And we have a lineup that is going to be interesting, right? So how was your week so far?
My week was really well. I've been relaxing. I would recently, Miss Fran, know you guys might not know, but I have my own business. I'm normally selling outside. We're not going to go into details. So I recently had not been out for a couple of days. So I had to kind of build myself to go back outside and try it and see how it's going. I got a sale, so it was worth it. So I pretty much had
a sale?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get excited. How do I say? People are stopping randomly for me on the side of a Fayette Street in Baltimore, Maryland. Okay. So the fact that they pull over sometimes gets me excited.
Okay.
Yep. And your weekend?
My week was very, very interesting. We had a lot of challenges actually this week. But we landed on all four. So
that's good to hear.
Real happy about that. Or I guess all two. We landed solid. So thank you for everybody who really championed me this weekend and prayed for me this week. And always pray for me. I appreciate you. tremendously. So yeah,
Yes.
my week was interesting, but came through it.
But that's good to hear. That's good to hear. And if
Yeah.
you guys have anything y'all want to drop down in the comments, go ahead. We want to know how y'all week was as well.
Yes, yes, yes.
How can I see the comments?
We have comments there.
Okay, yes.
Okay, so we're just going through some
Okay.
of our setup, some of our technical information. So our comments go back and forth between
cool
that
thing.
and our listing. So we're going to dive in. Okay, we have a list of topics for you, and definitely would like to get your feedback on them. And so tonight, our first topic is
Travel. Yes,
travel.
guys. We're going to be talking about travel and specifically four different types that pop up over and over when you do the Google search. I didn't know that they were, how do I say, classifying travel in so many categories. They're up to about 17, but I only pulled like the four major categories, and they've broken them down. So one of the first categories is going to be special interest travel. So that's if you're having like a personal hobby that's your favorite. If you're like a maybe somebody who works in like a different type of field, so you're doing something like archaeology or you're doing something like
Anthony Bourdain, remember? No reservation.
oh yep,
Yeah.
or if you those deep diving people too. So
Okay.
normally the specialist traveling, that's kind of categorized into something that someone likes to do.
Okay.
Another one that they mentioned was leisure, and they some examples included historical locations.
Okay.
They talked about if you're going just to kind of like experience fine dining.
Okay. I
So
love
if you're
that.
gonna leave
Love that.
here and go for the good food, okay. So that kind of stuck out to me, especially the historical locations, because I'm seeing that become more and more of a popular trend. People are trying to go to Rome. They are trying to go to the the different type
Well,
of places.
I have some travel coming up.
Oh, where are we going?
Ghana.
Okay, okay,
Africa.
yes,
Hello.
y'all.
Yes.
Period.
Long time coming. That's actually one of my bucket list travels. So.
Oh, and I think it is for a lot of
Yes.
a lot of people. I'm gonna ask you.
Oh, this is
This,
sanitizer.
but this sanitizer is moisturizing. Look, no shameless plugs, but I'm
Oh.
just saying.
This is Fran Gong. Yes. You
But we should do that anytime we got friends.
How about that? But yeah,
Okay.
I'm really looking forward to that too.
Oh, that sounds exciting.
Oh my God.
How did you get started with the thinking about, or have it always? You said it's been bucket list. So how did you know when you were gonna go?
I think just as an African American, I think a lot of us have the desire to go back to the continent, or rather to visit the continent. And we've been misinformed, miseducated over the years with the flies and the animals, and we all, of course, we know that Africa is just robust with resources, the gold, the fruits, the food, and so and the people
and the scenery. Can
and
I tell you, it is. Y'all already know from the last episode, I'm a big nature person. So sometimes when I'm looking at the beautiful destination, they literally like pop up like number one to me because the trees, it's the shapes.
I mean, the fabrics,
it's like the
and it's just
very beautiful.
So much there. So I'm looking forward to just inhaling it all as much as I can in my short visit. So can't
How
wait.
short of a visit?
2 weeks.
That's not bad.
2 weeks. Yes, 2 weeks.
Okay. Another form of travel, y'all, was corporate. So that's for your job, and if you're an entrepreneur, for your business. So I've seen a lot of people traveling overseas to go check out different materials, raw materials, things that they need. You can go if you get one of those jobs where you're the corporate person that get to travel. You can do it for your job.
But yeah, I'll be looking to source some stuff while I'm in Africa. So for you guys who follow Fran Gong Organic Body Care, look for some exciting things that I will hopefully bring back.
That's good. That's good. And then the last one that they discussed were that I pulled was day trips. So they noted them as great for something to do with the family. If you want to just maybe get out and connect with each other really quickly for a day. You don't want an extensive vacation. but you do want like a type of release.
Or a boo vacation. A
Oh, look at
boo-cation.
look at her, a boo vacation,
Or a girl's trip.
a girls trip.
Girls
So
trip.
all good ideas for day trips. If you guys have any things that y'all want to add on to this list, travels that you're into, places that you've seen that you can actually tell us to go. If you're a traveling company and you want to sponsor and send me places and you want my feedback, hit the retail solution. I'm willing to travel.
Hilarious. Hilarious. Or if you have suggestions for places you'd like us to research or talk
Mhm.
about, drop them in the comments, and
Yep,
we'll
yep,
definitely
yep.
take care of that for you. Awesome. Okay, so travel. Always interesting. Definitely would
Mhm.
like to do. What's on your bucket list for travel?
How to say, let's travel. Because I kind of already been to a couple places that I really wanted to go, probably
Oh, okay.
outside of Africa. The one thing I want to do that's like big time on my bucket list is skydive. So I'm actually, so that could fall in day trip or leisure.
All
I
right.
want to jump.
Well, I mean,
I want to jump,
woo.
y'all.
I mean, it looks very adventurous, of course, but the thought of it
Well,
just makes me.
I just seen one where the guy he could have died or could have hurt himself, but he relaxed, he stayed calm, and then he actually was able to, unravel and get rid of something that he had to get rid of so that it wouldn't be as bad.
You mean so that he wouldn't just die?
Yep, he was able to do it. He calmed down, he relaxed, and I was nervous watching him like, oh,
That is not on my list.
put it on the bucket, skydive.
I'll
won't
be
be
watching from the
nervous.
ground, going, "Yay, go!"
Well, don't you do it at Six Flags? You ever seen that thing that take you all the way up and then
No.
it just like flies you?
Sorry, friend. No,
Well, that's
thank
that's
you.
me. I'm a little bit of an adventurer.
I keep it. The roller coaster does it for me, but no. All
Okay.
right. So,
okay.
so we're on to our next topic.
Yeah, we can move on.
Okay. So, next topic is good habits.
Okay.
Habits,
okay.
habits. So this is so in my zone, so in my neighborhood, close to home, because I didn't always have good habits.
Okay.
I didn't always have good habits, and so surely just living life, you recognize some things that you like
Mm-hmm.
and some things that you don't like, and so I was like, what can I do to kind of create a good habit for myself?
Okay.
And so, of course, there's tons of resources out there, tons of books that speak on the topic of creating good habits. And so, one, which is probably like the granddaddy, the grandfather of good habits, is Stephen Covey's Seven Healthy Habits of Successful People. I think that's the title of it. And so he just kind of has like a 7-bullet list of things that you could do to create a good habit.
Okay.
Short term is like 21 days. So
Mhm.
that's it. We are creatures of habit, and so you can create a habit in 21 days. So I'm thinking, if you want to change your life, right? If you really want to kind of shake things up,
Mhm.
you could do it in what? Was that 3 weeks?
3 weeks.
3 weeks, 21 days, 3 weeks.
I think
So
you can get started.
you could get started,
Mhm.
right? But the thing about it is, if it doesn't work, jump on it again.
Yeah, and
right?
and it would, how do I say, it would do what you said it would do
Mhm.
earlier. It'll put you closer, to where you're trying to go. So
Yeah.
something like, because for me, I'm the best at maybe starting habits, but I'm like the worst at breaking them. So and it's
Well, I'll tell you my experiment. What I
Mhm.
did. So I would get up and go to work. I've never really owned being a morning person. I was always kind of a night owl. But as a business owner, I was like, night owl ain't really working. I mean, it works for creativity.
Yeah,
It's
I was saying
quiet.
you
I
could
can
have
think.
flexed it,
But when you have employees, you gotta show up in the
Oh, well,
morning,
yeah.
right? So I would get up and brush out the door, wouldn't really straighten up, and when I would come home, I would walk into kind of like chaos in my
Mhm.
personal space, which really wasn't cool. It didn't make me feel too good. So I said, I really want to get up and kind of have some time to meditate and pray, get my room together, and
Yeah.
then start my day. So I kind of challenged myself to create this habit of preparing my personal space rather, so that I could come home into order
Oh,
and
that makes a
calm
lot
and
of
peace.
sense.
And so, yeah, I wasn't actually counting the
Okay.
21 days. I wasn't actually counting, but I did start it. And so I'm happy to say
Okay.
it was a success.
Oh, that's good to hear.
So now, straightening my room, praying every day, and meditating is a habit.
Oh, good.
I do it consistently every day, including the weekends. And I don't even think about it now. It's just like, it's not even a thought. I just do it. And so, surely some things, some habits are probably harder or may take more than 21 days or however long, but it is possible.
And starting the process is probably the more helpful, part of it, because I feel like it says that you change something in your mind, or you at least made your mind up. Like, listen, I'm not doing this anymore.
Yeah.
So I can relate to that.
Yeah, it was an easy habit to stick to. It's not as easy, of course, as working out.
Oh yeah.
I did master that as well, but it took a little longer, because it wasn't a daily thing. Like my
Okay.
workout is, well, it's 3 times a week now, but it
Okay.
was originally two times a week.
Yeah.
So it wasn't easy to say every single day, get up, get dressed, go work out.
Yeah.
You have that space in between. And on that space, you're like, do you really want to do this? Do you really want to put those clothes on? Do you really want to sweat? Do you really want to feel that pain? And the answer was always no, no,
no.
not today. But yeah, so forming a habit. I would encourage everyone or challenge everyone actually, try something that you've been thinking about for 21 days.
Yeah, and something that, how do I say, well, you can make it personal to you, something that you may not be sure that you're gonna be able to do. So like when she say challenge yourself, it's really like taking it to the next level. Like, okay, I said I was gonna. So for me, and I don't like to put my but
Surely you
I
do.
said I was gonna clean up more.
Oh.
And what I would tell y'all is, because I don't have to get up and go to work right now. So I have more time, so that too has been helpful.
Okay.
But even now, when I look around in my room, sometimes I'm like, okay, this is not gonna be bad. This would take me a couple hours back, a couple months ago. That I might get this done in like 30 minutes, because it's less and less. And once you form the habits, it's just when you go back and do something, it's easier each time that you go back to do it.
And that is a very true statement. When you revisit that task, that goal or whatever.
And it's very surprising, because for me it's shoes and clothes, because I get dressed, and I dress off of whim. I dress out off of how I'm feeling, which means I might put me out an outfit.
Okay.
And then change it in the morning, like, and when you change that outfit, now you got to find the thing that's gonna work for the outfit.
Oh,
so
my
stuff
Lord.
end up everywhere. And so for my shoes, sometimes I put them somewhere, and then I look up and they back right in the middle. I'm like, how did all the shoes get right here?
Because you have a habit of leaving them
Yep,
all
but
right
but
there.
it's quicker to put them away, because I
Yeah.
started.
Well,
So
no, so I just thought those are really great examples. We all have habits, some that we're not even aware of.
Yeah.
We just been doing these things repetitiously over and over
again.
and they become habitual. You don't even realize that you have that habit forming pattern.
Yep.
Yeah, but it exists.
Yep. So what I did for us, and for you guys too, y'all can. These are some ways to encourage yourself, with the habits. So to take the things that we've just talked about and kind of build on them. So one thing that stuck out to me was, when we discussed it earlier, was to start small. And when you start small, you get to increase. And then once you find yourself at a level like, okay, well, this is perfect, I can do this easy. Then you add something on. So you're starting small, and you're adding on. Another thing I put was, build consistency.
That is the key. Consistency
With
is
a
the
lot
key.
of stuff, y'all. The consistency is key.
Consistency is key.
Yeah.
That plays to everybody's too.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be consistent because you can depend on it and you just know the outcome.
And it feels a lot different. One thing that Oh yeah, the last thing I put down was to celebrate improvements and small accomplishments.
Oh,
So I'm
yeah.
overly celebratory of myself. But for those of you who are
No
not,
kidding.
for those of you who are not, and it takes a little bit more for you to feel like, oh, I deserve this. If you do something and you're like, I don't wash my clothes every week for a month. Girl, celebrate that.
Oh.
You deserve a drink or whatever you like. Go get your nails done, whatever y'all into. But you deserve some. You deserve to celebrate improvement and the small accomplishments.
Okay. That would help make it better.
Because it's like with kids. When they do really well, you reward them.
Okay.
Reward yourself. When you do
Cookies
really
and
well.
cream. Cookies and cream. Okay, that works.
Shoulder.
All right, so
Okay,
celebrate.
Yep, and I think we're pretty much done on. Y'all not hitting me up.
Well, we would love to know what habits you have, or what habits you're working on, or what habits you would like to create or work on.
Oh yes, and maybe guys, we can do something together. I had a thought earlier, and I ain't expressed it to Fran, but if y'all want to do like a workout with us one night, let us know. We would love to come on and work out with y'all.
Who?
Like a little dance squat section.
Oh my gosh.
You do a little squats and then you do a little dance.
Well, I'm working out with Tony the Blueprint 3 times a week. I don't know if
I have just be for fun.
Room for any more workouts, but we'll see.
We'll see, y'all. Hit us up. We won't know if you don't comment.
All right, are we ready for the next topic?
Yes, we're gonna move right on
into bad habits.
Oh, let me clock out, y'all. I'm just gonna go home. I'm about to leave. I'm about to go.
So of course it's like the other side of the coin.
I'm about to say it's literally the other side of the coin.
Yeah.
And the one thing about it is just like with almost all the good and bad aspects in life, it's always easy to get into the bad, and it's a little harder to get out of it. So that's the thing that I would say. So when we were talking about bad habits, the first thing I was thinking on the ways that we can avoid them is to abstain. Abstain from bad habits. And I know that sounds like, and y'all, I'm saying, I ain't nobody to tell y'all to abstain from nothing, but I'm just saying if you want to avoid them, from my experience.
Well, easier said than done.
That might be from experience. That might be the way to do it. But it would be easy to just, abstain. But I understand that it's not like that, y'all.
Well, here's what was one of my bad habits? I guess eating pork was a bad habit, and I would say at one time I tipped the scale at 230.
Okay.
I was
Y'all, my goal is 150.
A rump shaker.
Whatever.
Good luck with that. But yeah, so that was a really bad habit. I had no control over what I was eating. Didn't monitor my consumption at all, and was just taking it all in whenever I wanted, however much I wanted. Really, really bad eating habits. And I had a clinical visit. I went for a routine visit. I will never forget it. And my doctor said, as sure as there is partial wood in that door, if you don't stop eating like this, you will have diabetes.
Oh, wow.
And that was my kind of shock, wake up, aha. I was like, oh, you ain't got to tell me no more. Yeah. And so that made me create or search for better habits, better solutions to attack my weight issue. So that was definitely a bad, and it was really taking over my life because my whole life was, what am I going to eat today? What am I going to have for breakfast? What am I going to have for dinner? What am I going to have for lunch? What my daughter going to have? What you eating?
That's what I'm thinking right now. What I'm going to eat when I get home, y'all. I ain't even going to call that a bad habit for me because I do that all day. All I want to do is eat. That's
okay. Well, I mean, if all of your meals are unhealthy, if all of your meals are unhealthy, and the scale is smiling at you in the wrong digits, it's time to make some changes. It's time to wake up. So yeah, that was definitely a bad habit for me.
A bad habit for me was losing things. It's actually still a current habit. And what I've been doing to help with the losing of the items, because it doesn't seem like a big deal, I know to most people, but when you lose like your driver's license or you lose like a bank card or you lose things like that, it only becomes a habit when I realized that it was happening all the time. So what I learned to do for myself was a lot of people just tell me this: you need to slow down. You're doing things so quickly. You almost never even breathe in. If you think something, you just go with the thought. I'm just like, that's how
Okay.
you're supposed to live life. But no,
In the fast lane.
but no, you want to slow down sometimes. Grab your thoughts. I do little how do I call them, mechanisms, so that I don't lose as many things. So right now, I don't carry a key on me. I have a super high tech device that helps me get in my home.
Okay,
It's a lock pad. It's a lock pad with
a
a
super high
tech.
What in the world? That's the
It's a
lock.
little lockbox. But
A
it's
super
helpful.
high tech
It's
device.
helpful.
Okay. I'm like, Superwoman, what's going on? Where's your
Okay, I do my thumbs. I don't, y'all. I don't.
technology?
So some
Okay.
things that
But that's working for you.
it's worked for me. Yeah, I
Okay.
haven't lost that key. I've had it about maybe 2-3 years now. That doesn't seem like a long time, but that's a long time for me.
Okay.
It's a long time.
Okay. Kudos.
Yeah.
Kudos.
Oh, I'll be celebrating it too. Like,
Oh, hilarious. Hilarious.
know.
Yeah. So bad habits. They could be anything, right? Anything. And I mean, there's a long laundry list. There's no need to go through all of them. Yeah, but you know when you have a bad habit.
Yeah.
Sucking your thumb,
Leave people alone. Because at any
right in
given
the
day,
inside of your cheek. I'm just telling you what
that
what
is
goes
so
on
regular
at
and
my
common.
family.
That's so regular and common.
I know a couple of girlfriends that I'm like, what is going on with that? It's a long list of bad habits.
Well, I pulled some that could be, how do I say, more harmful to you than others. And these are the
Okay.
things that we want to kind of try not to do. So you already mentioned one of them, which was the not eating well.
Not for eating, yeah.
Or eating.
which is a big deal, especially in the African American community, because we get we're prone to diabetes,
Yep.
high blood pressure.
Mhm.
Number one killer is heart disease. So and you know,
And we got
and vegan food is not always healthy.
Yeah,
Vegan food can be full of fat and soy.
But they say it's healthy fat now too, right?
They telling a healthy lie. No,
No,
it's not. Because it don't even go. But you've seen it. An overweight vegan. Does that even sound right? It's a contradiction.
they might eat good though.
They eating good.
They
Yes,
could
they
be
are.
bigger boned.
Oh,
And that's
okay.
a thing. That's a thing.
No, it's fat and gravy. Some vegan food is fat. A lot of these vegan restaurants that are out
First
here
off, when I see
are
the thick
soy
vegan girls,
soy based and a lot of fat.
when I see the vegan girls, I'm like, how y'all get
Okay.
from this like that?
All right.
One of the
Well-
other ones I put, what?
No, I'm just saying. I'm
Oh.
not. I don't want to come down on them, but
Yeah. And the last
Anyway.
one that we're gonna just throw out there is the talking bad about yourself. So how do I say, this is something that I think a lot of people it's gonna take some self-reflective work and some undoing of things that you may have been taught. So when I say talking bad about yourself, I mean sometimes just being down on yourself. Oh man, why can't I do anything right? Ask yourself this different question. How can I do things differently? Learn to talk to yourself, in a way that's not harmful. And people judge me a lot because I literally have mirror time with myself, and I've been having it since I was maybe 9. I stand in the mirror.
come on, Mikey.
And I be, and I compliment me, I give
that's
me
beautiful.
energy. And I think that we have to learn to do that sometimes for ourselves first. If you can't build you up and if you can't make you feel good, no one
that's
else is
right.
gonna they're not gonna be able to assist you.
Oh, that is so true. I guess so I do that. Not really defining it, but I'm the boss of it. So
And you
pump
gotta
myself
really
up.
think
Oh,
about
yeah.
it that
It's your
way.
affirmation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Yep.
I think we all tap into that a little bit.
Mhm.
Like, girl, you got it.
And you gotta
if it's
do
that
it.
night with that outfit, or
And even like how Mary say, I think Mary J. Blige did a really good thing with that "Good Morning
Good
Gorgeous"
Morning
song.
Gorgeous. Yes,
Because let me
yes.
tell you, it is literally the thing that I think. And sometimes when you see certain women who you think the majority might not find all that, beautiful,
Okay.
but then you actually hear, like you ever been surprised that so many people compliment somebody and you're like, why should she get all those compliments? It's coming from within.
Yeah.
Some of y'all have to, some of us have to realize some people are emanating,
Yes.
energy from the inside, and she might have good energy,
Yeah.
and she it's probably because she's like talking.
Sounds like it. Sounds like it. Oh, so that's really good stuff. So affirmations are definitely a way to
Yeah.
combat
That,
bad habits.
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Certain bad habits.
And I'm glad that the word got, how do I say, as popular as it has. Because I just don't feel like we always have heard them, growing up, your attitude is your altitude. We know all those things.
Yeah.
But the new affirmations in the and the putting the I in that context, and, putting yourself, is almost an accountability factor. Like
Yeah.
for certain things, I'm a big person for writing down, your dreams
Oh,
or your
yeah.
visions. I'm one of those people. So one of the things that I do when I say I'm gonna write something down, I make sure I'm ready to commit to that.
Well, I don't know about that.
Well, I make sure I'm ready to commit before I write down affirmations because
Okay.
I take them. You gotta take them seriously. It's like you're gonna hold yourself accountable to that.
Well, I have a couple of affirmations that I've written down. More so as affirmations, and I have goals.
Okay.
And my goals are they're to the moon,
As it should be.
they're to the moon. And so I just dare myself to really explore, and I affirm myself every day that you can do this. God made me to be a creator. You too.
Same.
We are creators. So yeah, don't limit yourself because you're here to create.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome sauce. And so guys, we are encouraging you to dive in with the comments. If you are watching, please like and share this channel. This is an interactive podcast, a feel good podcast. Being organic, hosted with your girl Weathers and Fran. And so, how many more topics do we have tonight?
We've got one more to go, and then we're gonna delve into some, resources.
Okay, all right. So the next topic up is judgment.
And so the question that we're asking today is, when does opinions and observations, when do they turn into judging? Like when is that moment that you're looking at the situation and you're at it from a distance and you're like, oh, what is this? When is that judging? Because I feel like we hear it so much, and I'm a big fan of "don't judge me."
Right.
I'm gonna say that all the time. But where did that feeling come from? Because I don't remember growing up feeling like "don't judge me."
Well, I think maybe as a younger person you didn't verbalize it, but I think it was always there. When you saw something that you never saw before, you judge. You felt something that you never felt before, you judge. It's a constant prayer that I have.
Okay.
That Lord, please don't let me judge. In Baltimore we have all the little panhandlers on the corners between the streets, and so Lord knows every time I see one, I judge.
Oh yeah.
And I don't want to, but I'm like, okay, if I give you money, what are you going to do with it? Let's judge it.
Yeah.
Are you going to do something that you shouldn't do? Are you going to do a good habit or a bad habit? Let's judge it. That's judging. And I don't want to, but I'm looking at
You're
them.
seeing it. And
I'm
that's probably the
seeing
question
it.
that I would have for most people is, and a lot of people, I think it's becoming an issue too in a lot of friendships, because now friends are, how do I say, the friends and family dynamic that I feel like I grew up with has been a little bit deplenished. Just because I feel like people be like, if they not for me, and it's like that feeling, I will separate myself, but I don't think we grew up, as disconnected as a lot of people are right now. So it's like you could talk about stuff. Like somebody might could approach you back in the day.
Well,
Now,
absolutely.
if they approach you now,
Automatic.
you it's don't judge me.
Yeah.
You got it's gonna start something that's gonna pop off something because people they're not trying to hear that, you know.
Well, I think I know when I was younger, there was a stronger sense of community.
Okay,
And
that makes sense.
And so we talked more, we socialized more, we were together more, and because of that, we knew each other more intimately. So it wasn't a lot of room for judging because we were always together. Right now, somebody comes into your space, you haven't seen that person in weeks, months, maybe even years. So you're like, first of all, what you doing here? Second of all, what you want?
Yeah.
And third of all, who told you to come on? People we don't even go over to each other's homes anymore.
Not as much
which
anymore.
Is crazy.
No.
Listen, it was nothing for somebody to knock on my door. You got any bread?
Oh,
you got any? Can we get a You got any eggs? Any flour?
Don't knock on my door, baby. We don't even speak like that. Don't even knock on my door.
You can't even do that now. Somebody may call the police.
Cause why she knocking on my door?
She was talking about she want an egg.
Officer, she know I ain't got no sugar for her.
That is like that is so, and there was no judgment. They was like, here, sure, you can have an egg. Sure, you need this, no problem. Because it was just like she ran out.
Or it wasn't malicious. Because I know sometimes if that person come knock on that door too, and I remember my grandmother had a couple people that knocked too much, and you like, oh man.
Well, yeah, you always have that person that was like, you always need an onion. Oh, I don't have no green pepper. I only got 2 eggs left. But for the most part, it was so common that we never judged. Why don't you have eggs? It was like, yeah, sure, I got an egg.
Oh my God. That's the dead truth right now. So I guess we would say when it switches to judging, when you kind of form an uninformed opinion about somebody, maybe. Because if you're looking from the outside, you kind of don't know what led. Even if we can see the situation, we kind of don't know what led to that situation.
But you know what? That is so true. And I think the opinions, because like we were talking about the pantheons, because there are so many of them, and because they all appear to, quite frankly, they all look like they are messing with drugs or some kind of substance abuse or something like that. They just look really disheveled. And so the opinion is my giving is going to contribute to that. And you might be hungry, but I don't know. I don't want to contribute to your habitual, your bad habit or your habit. I don't want to contribute to your bad habit. I want you to be well.
Yeah.
And I care about your well-being. But when I release that gift or whatever to you, it's gone. I can't determine what you're going to do with it. So I wind up not giving it to you.
Well, and that's, you know what, that is your perception and perspective of it.
Sometimes,
yeah. Because what I would say is too, what might help people with that seeing them, because I guess I've actually, you ever watched them homeless documentaries, and sometimes like when they showing the homeless people, while you be like, this probably could never happen to me, you actually cannot say, because some of their situations, it don't be so far-fetched on how they ended up out there.
Well, that's real talk. I saw today in Timonium, was it Timonium? Lutherville. In Lutherville, there was a mother and her son, and they had a sign that said, just lost job, please help. Your movies, I couldn't read the whole thing, but the top of it said, I had just lost my job, can you please help? She was sitting on the side eating, the boy was in the chair and he was waving, and so immediately judgment.
What'd you say?
No, I didn't say anything, but I'm like, so you're using the child to grab the attention of the ongoers.
Yeah, and you know what, y'all, sometimes it is sad, because guess what? I didn't know that that's a thing that people are doing. But some parents, they do in my surrounding neighborhood. They do send the kids out almost like for
I
work
think that is
for food.
that
Like
is awful. That is awful. Because here's the thing: when did you stop being the parent to take the stand for your child? When you hold up the sign, she was on the side eating. He was in the chair waving.
she
with the
might have had
sign.
her shift, might have been the early morning shift. We never. She might have already
This
been out.
it's not funny.
It's not funny,
It's
y'all.
not funny. But what I'm saying is, as far as judging, I
It can
I
happen
looked at
that
that. It could happen
It can
that
happen
quick,
quickly.
that
Yep,
quickly.
yep.
And I just looked and I said, okay, the little boy is waving, asking for money, and the mother is sitting and eating. So yeah, judging is a serious thing, and you never want to do it. But I think that what else? I won't say that we're all guilty of it because I can't speak for you, but I know that I am guilty.
I'm guilty of it, and I'll tell you sometimes what has helped me to check myself is I can most of the time when I see something that I'm actively judging, it's something that I either have done, thought about doing, or I'm like two steps. It depends, Miss Fran. It depends.
Okay.
I'm 2 steps away from probably being as terrible as they is. And so what I like for me is littering. Sometimes I see people littering, and I'm just like,
the food container out the window.
just oh my god, I didn't mean to do it on camera. Somebody just did that recently on my block, mind you, y'all. We got a clean block, my section of Fayette, and they just tossed it right out their window. Yo, they kind of slowed down and tossed it too. Like, dang, you speed and talk. They slowed down. I got so angry, and I be angry at litterers. But let me tell you, we just talked about me having to get a little consistency with cleaning my room.
Okay.
And so that's what I mean.
But
I can G check
that is your space.
Yeah, that is, and I do
think
think
out the
that
window
way.
is not
I
their
do
space.
think that way. Like that's only and it's literally some
tax dollars.
That's the truth. It literally only be my room that be bad like that where I am. But I still had to like G check myself on like, girl, do better. And then you can look at somebody sideways.
I wish I was there to pick it up and throw it back in that car.
You cannot do that, Miss Fran. They shooting now, and they shooting.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe not.
Maybe not.
Second guess on that one.
Maybe not.
But no, that is a mindset.
Mm-hmm.
That is a mindset, and a bad. You talk about bad habit. Oh my God, I cannot stand that. But yeah. So we all have bad habits. Throwing your food container out of your moving car is one of them.
Keep your city and state clean. And listen, my thing is I tell human beings this all the time.
Human beings.
Because I think sometimes we forget. We forget that we are.
Yes, stop acting like an animal.
I feel like nature, before Earth let y'all do her super harm, she gonna evict y'all. And when nature starts going crazy and loosening up and showing out, don't look crazy. She cleaning up.
Well, she does clean herself, but she has that hard rain.
Mm-hmm.
And after that rain, everything is so clean and washed away. And then here y'all
don't want it to be y'all. Y'all don't want to get washed away. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not going to get washed away. And that's another thing. I have taken more initiative as I've gotten older to really contribute to my neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely do more cleaning than I would have, because usually I'd be like, okay, I paid my taxes, my community little fee. He'll be by on Tuesday between 9 and 12 with the little machine, and do your little job. But yeah, you got to do more. But I kind of feel like when they see me doing more, they do less.
Well, it's kind of like, we're going to piggyback from last week, but remember, I don't know if when we're talking about jobs and different things, you ever been at a job and you're the hard worker, and you're the one that people turn to every time they can't depend on nobody else.
Right.
So it's consistently you. We always need you, blah, 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 blah.
Yes.
When you're that person, slackers slack. And what I tell people,
slackers slack.
Because you know me, my book is about jobs, and being great at work. It is not a hot topic right now. People, that is not what they're trying to be. But I have to tell them sometimes, Don't worry about what the next person doing. And that's
Okay.
what your parents used to tell you when you were younger. Such and such get in trouble or don't get in trouble, or they always out. Don't worry about them.
You worry about
you
you.
gotta worry about you because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, you don't know how other people are being dealt with.
Yeah.
And this is you never know what their life, is looking like. You never know, if the outside perception is really what it's giving. So
That's right.
you want to judge and be like the others. You gotta
Don't
learn.
judge.
Yeah, don't judge, but don't be like them.
No, wear your crown and wear your
Yeah.
crown proudly.
And if you like to tip it to the side like me,
That's real talk, though. It's real talk.
Yep.
But yeah. So anyway, do better.
Yes, we all can do better when it comes to judging. And sometimes it might feel less like judging. This just popped in my brain. If you pull somebody to the side, because a lot of the times I don't feel like we, the shadiness of the world today. We're gonna
Wait, it's that sense of community. It's gone because we would talk to strangers like it was nothing. But now they are really strangers.
Yeah.
And we really don't talk to them anymore.
But I've been making it my business to smile when I'm passing other sisters.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I ain't, I'm not excluding anybody. If you smile at me, no matter what race you are, I'm gonna smile back at you. But when it comes to us, if me and you walking past each other, girl, I ain't gotta know you. And you just gotta make that effort.
Well, we do know about Southern Charm. So we see examples of that.
Yes, and I'm from Virginia, so I'm a down south.
But you
girl.
live in Baltimore.
But like since the 2000.
Well, we knew that. No, down south they still have a little more sense of community.
A little bit more, because I have a brother, and he literally spoke to everybody in this 7-Eleven that we walked in, and I'm looking like, do you know these people? He like, no.
But how you doing?
Good morning.
Good morning. Good afternoon.
Good morning, gorgeous.
She was right on point with that.
If you need a personal assistant, I'm available.
Anyway, we want to make sure that you guys are in tune with not only the topics for the night, but our resources, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so we want to make sure that if you are a anchor of Fran's Organic Body Care, that you know about our affiliate program.
Yes.
So our affiliate program is available on our website. Okay, our top menu bar says Fran's Affiliates.
Okay.
And that is an excellent resource if you want to monetize your support. This young lady is probably our top affiliate anchor and brings home some good checks every month, right?
Mm. Well, yeah, I had how do I say it? Used to be even better when I was, getting double. But now I'm on double, so I'm actually every now and then, and what I'll tell y'all is I do think y'all should click the link in my bio more, and I will be getting more sales. But that random money that comes and I haven't worked for it, y'all, like I'm telling you, I post, but it's not work, y'all. It's not work. So when I get that random money, I'm like, I'm literally making passive income. I don't gotta work for something.
Oh my god.
So y'all, I be working for it, but yes,
she be hardly working. But that's exactly what it is. It's passive income. So whoever your community is, here we go with community again. Mm-hmm. Whatever's in your reach, if you share your information, share the products with your friends and family that you like, and you can get paid from it. Excellent passive income. Just log onto the website, fransbodycare.com, and look for Fran's Affiliate.
Yes, and you can. It's super easy to get your your PayPal, because I did mine with PayPal, so you do have different options. Yep. The one that I chose was PayPal, and it's so easy. PayPal can go straight to your bank like almost soon. They do charge a fee, but it's a really small fee to me. I don't really be complaining as long as you do it.
And it's really free money. It's free money, so it comes to you every month. And we do have a new program where we're actually now giving you media resources.
Okay.
So that you can use for marketing, which makes it even
Explain
simpler.
to them really quickly, just for anybody who doesn't understand what a media resource might be.
So it's just like a printed advertisement. So you see them all the time, whether it's a BOGO, free plus shipping, any kind of information talking about the product and
to drive sales.
To drive sales.
Okay.
And so it'll have your link on it, or you can attach whatever information you want, your email or whatever.
Okay.
Send that to your friends and family, and it just makes it simpler, it's cleaner, and it's definitely more marketable.
And if you want to be affiliate, feel free to how do I say, hit me up, and I can send you a link where you can get started as well.
That's a
through
really
me.
good job. Really good idea to learn from one of the top sellers to be the best, and maybe you can outsell her.
Maybe if you buy my book, you might could.
Tell them about your book. Plug.
So
Tell them about your book.
shameless plug, guys. I am an author. You can find my book retail. I can start here, but I can't stay here on Amazon Kindle. It is $13.99 for the paperback. That is what I prefer you buy. There are worksheets in there, and I do want you guys to do the worksheets, and fully engulf yourself in the experience. And you can put it in your Amazon cart and leave it there till you spend over $25 and get free shipping.
Now that I didn't know.
Really?
I didn't know.
Are you Prime?
I'm Fran.
Oh, girl, you should have known.
I don't know all
Amazon
about
Prime. We're looking for sponsors. So if you want Amazon, sponsor us.
Okay, well that's good information to know. But I will definitely applaud you, Miss Weathers, for your book. Her book is fantastic. She has a fantastic retail acumen, and if you're looking to learn how to convert sales, definitely grab that book. She has some fantastic tips, and I've seen her work in action. And all of my customers who are working or not working, who are watching us, Weathers, she's your girl. Her book is all about that.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Very welcome. So this has been a great, great show.
Yes, I really enjoyed myself because I was a little nervous. I thought our topics might have been monotonous, but I think it flowed really well.
Yeah.
They all had, really good character and information. Like we really can pull from small things. It sounds so cliche, but you really can pull from small things to improve upon, the things that really, will help you.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that there's so many things to discuss. I love that we have this opportunity to discuss them together and to share it with the audience. But no, I thought that we had a great lineup.
I know. I was looking at Google. I was checking it out.
Yeah, no, I think that we are definitely focusing on things that resonates with a lot of people. It's nothing that's over their head.
Yep, and
so they should be able to absorb it easily.
And we want you guys to feel good
all the time. Naturally.
It's Fran, stop judging.
Okay. Okay. So on that note, again, I am Fran Gong, and this is
Weathers, the Retail Solution,
and we are being organic. We want to thank you for tuning in tonight. We will be back on Monday with a new topic at 7 p.m. Eastern. And again, if you have any comments, put them down so that we can reach out to you. And please share this video, like this video, so that we can share our message with many.
Yes, and subscribe. And to the business owners, paid promo happening here. So make sure you. Oh, it ain't here yet.
It's not here yet, but it's coming.
Get your slot. Get your free slot.
Free slot. Awesome.
But thank you all. Remember to share this with a friend too. Okay.
Awesome. Have a good night.